Hey everyone, we're here with Evan Dunfee. He is the new Canadian record holder in the 50K race walk. Had an amazing race yesterday. Evan, how does it feel to have broken the record?
It's great. I mean, I had the record from December, so I was able to lower it a little bit. It was my 5th 50K, and I've improved every time, so if I can keep that streak going, it'll bode well for Tokyo. It's good in this event. I have two teammates back home that I train with, Inaki Gomez and Ben Thorne, because the three of us have been trading the 20K record back and forth for the last 4 years. So it's just nice that they haven't stepped up in the 50K yet, and I get to keep this one all myself for a little while.
Yeah, that would be pretty nice. So your race was very interesting. I know we had a lot of fans at home watching, commenting on it. Do you want to take us through that race? You finished for a little while there. You got bumped up to 3rd. How did that feel?
Yeah, so I mean, like, just even taking a step back, like during the race, like, so it was a good group of us in the field early on. I felt really good. We were pushing the pace hard. I knew we were on for a good time, and just kind of kept hoping, you know, winning that pack down and down, and it got to a point where I was like, feeling really good. I'm gonna go off the front, and maybe a little bit inappropriate. I should have taken a cue from the wiser, older, more experienced athletes that sat back and went, yeah, we'll let him go out and kill himself and reel him back in. So they were able to do that, and then I was sitting in 4th, about 2K to go, and I just gritted my teeth and went and caught up to the Japanese guy who was ahead. I made up about a 10-second gap and got past him, and he came back past me again. And then when he came past me, we were both at our wits' end with exhaustion and probably not really aware of where we were at all. And we got a little close to each other. He kind of brushed me as he was coming by. I kind of leaned into him a little bit. It mentally sort of, my focus went from a very internal, focusing on technique, focusing on what I had to do, and my focus then became external. I started thinking about all these other things that were happening, and once I did that, my legs just gave out and gave up on me, and then I sort of stumbled and just basically spent the last 800 meters of that race just trying to find the finish line. So it was a little interesting after the race. The chief track referee decided to disqualify the Japanese athlete. So I was temporarily upgraded to bronze, which I wasn't really in the right state of mind to know how to feel about that yet. And then Japanese appealed that decision. Their appeal was successful, so I got bumped back down to 4th. And then we had the option to further appeal that decision.
Yeah.
And I said, I want to wait till I get back to the village. I want to eat something, and I want to get back to the village and decompress a little bit and take a look at the video and see what happened. Because honestly, until somebody told me that there had been an incident, I never even considered that it had happened. It wasn't until after the race where, I mean, 3.5 hours into the race, you're not thinking clearly at all. So when I got back to the village, I took a look at the video, and in my opinion, it was just a race move, something that happens in races, and you know, him bumping me wasn't what affected me. It was me losing my concentration that affected me, and you know, whether that caused one or the other, it wouldn't have been fair to disqualify him. So I decided not to continue with the appeal, and apparently Canada thinks that was a very noble decision, although it was never really in doubt in my mind.
Well, that's amazing to hear. It's good that you were able to, even though you had the opportunity to maybe continue that appeal and want to push for 3rd, it's nice that you were able to just come back and think that, no, the Japanese runner did deserve it. I know you had several great, really big sportsmanship movements throughout the race. I know fans are really happy to see when you patted the French walker on his back as he was having a rough time.
Yeah, I mean, the funny thing about that is, it was what people don't see is that when he was a minute ahead of us, every time, because we're on a loop course, so we see each other every lap when we turn the corner, and we were all giving the death stare because we're coming for you, we're coming for you. So you know, it's camaraderie, but it's also you want to beat each other. And in such a long race, like when we caught up to him, it was still very early in the race.
Yeah. And
so it was a little selfish because I was like, hey, come on, let's go, let's work together so we can drop the guys behind us. So it's camaraderie, but it's also, you know, it is game moves, and you work together to make yourself better. Like everyone's trying to use everyone else to their advantage, and that was, you know, in the moment, to me, that was, you know, he'd had a good race. I know that he's one of those guys that stops and starts, and I was just trying to give him that encouragement so that we could work together and try to pull away from the field, and I would expect him to do the same thing. So.
For sure. Well, it seems like there's obviously clearly a lot going on in race walk. a lot of our fans may not know all of the rules about it, but it was really great to be able to see you two work together. It was clearly a very grueling race. We watched you cross the line. Had to go to the medical tent. How did that go?
It was eventually it was good. I was apparently immediately when we finished the race, I was like, oh, let's go through the mix zone, and my team doctor would be like, no, let's go to medical. You need help. So I had to keep CBC and some of the other media outlets waiting for a while I got hydration and brought back to life basically. But that's 50K. I mean, they don't have enough wheelchairs at the finish line there for everybody. There's always a couple people that have to stumble off the medical tent on their own, and it's never fun to see that because everyone crosses the finish line absolutely spent, and very much like the marathon. I mean, it's hard to walk straight after. So I was very proud of myself. I felt like I finished that line, crossed that finish line, thinking that there was not even another second that I could have gone faster. And that's all you can really ask for.
100%. I think all of Canada was really proud of you, how you conducted yourself throughout the race. You had a great finish, clearly left it all out there, and now you have a brand new Canadian record to take home. So that was awesome, Evan, and